Imagine coming home to find your backyard invaded. Your late wife's cherished memorial pool half-drained like a gutted fish. And the neighborhood busybodies standing there filming it all with a smug grin that screams gotcha. But what if that invasion unearthed not just water, but a buried secret that flipped the script, turning a power-hungry HOA tyrant into the laughingstock of the suburbs? The evening light was fading when I pulled into my driveway in quiet Elmwood Estates. A slice of American suburbia where picket fences hid petty grudges like weeds under manicured lawns. The air smelled of fresh-cut grass and chlorine. But something felt off. The gate to my backyard creaked open, and a low hum echoed from behind the house. I froze mid-step, heart kicking like a faulty engine, as I rounded the corner and saw her, Gloria Hargrove, HOA President Extraordinaire, perched on my pool deck in her starched blouse and sensible pumps. Clipboard in one hand, phone in the other, recording the scene like she was directing her own reality show. "Oh, Mr. Riley," she cooed without looking up, her voice dripping that faux southern politeness that could curdle milk. "Just documenting a little community concern here. Your filtration system's been reported as faulty, leaking into shared drainage. You know." I stared at the pool. My wife's last project before cancer stole her away 2 years ago. Now half empty. Water slurping down the drain like it was confessing sins. "Gloria, this is trespassing. Turn that off now." She finally met my eyes, lips curling into that practiced smile. The one that said she owned not just the rules, but the air we breathed. Trespassing? Heavens no. Tom. The gate was ajar, must be another violation of our security bylaws. "I'm just ensuring order for everyone." Order. That word was her weapon. Sharper than any fine she slapped on mailboxes or holiday lights. I'd built this life in Elmwood after Sarah's passing. Architect by day, solitary swimmer by night. The pool her final blueprint etched with love. But Gloria? She saw it as her kingdom's missing jewel. Whispering rumors that I was hoarding amenities and antisocial, turning neighbors' chit-chat into a smear campaign. I bit my tongue. Like always, watching her heels click away. But inside, gears turned. This wasn't her first rodeo at my fence. And I knew her playbook: nitpick, escalate, conquer. Little did she know, Sarah had left more than tiles under that water, a secret vault that would make Gloria's order look like the joke it was. The whispers started small, like ripples in shallow water. But they spread fast in Elmwood's echo chamber of group chats and block parties. By morning, my inbox pinged with forwarded emails from the HOA newsletter. Gloria's digital throne. Concerned resident alert, potential hazard in Sector 3, it read, with a blurry photo of my pool gate, implying I'd left it unlocked on purpose. Endangering kids. We must prioritize safety, Gloria's signature quote beamed at the bottom, as if she hadn't been the one jimmying the latch. I sipped my coffee black, scrolling through the replies. Mrs. Jenkins tut-tutting about selfish homeowners, old Mr. Patel nodding along digitally, afraid to rock the boat. They'd bought her act, the gracious widow, her husband left her for a yoga instructor. Rumor had it, who volunteered tirelessly for community harmony. But harmony to Gloria meant measuring lawn heights with a ruler and fining bird feeders for attracting vermin. Me? I was the outlier. The quiet guy who'd skipped barbecues since Sarah died. Now painted as the neighborhood Scrooge hoarding a semi-public pool. That afternoon, she showed up unannounced, flanked by 2 bored lackeys, Tim, the accountant with a nervous tic, and Brenda, the retired teacher who nodded like a bobblehead. Routine inspection. "Tom," Gloria announced. pushing past my front door as if it were a suggestion. We've had reports of unauthorized modifications. I crossed my arms, blocking the hall to the backyard. Reports from who? You? Her eyes twinkled with that mock innocence. Anonymous tips keep things civil, don't they? Now, about that pool, our surveys show it just 2 inches into easement territory. Imagine the liability. 2 inches. I almost laughed, but it stuck in my throat like dry toast. Show me the survey. She waved her clipboard vaguely. HOA confidential. Dear. But trust me. It's for the greater good. Tim fidgeted, measuring tape dangling from his pocket like a noose. Gloria. The original plats don't match. She shot him a look that could wilt plastic plants. Timmy. Focus on the task. Measure from the fence to the skimmer. As they trooped out, Brenda muttered, "This memorial plaque is sweet, but personal tributes clutter communal spaces." My blood heated. The plaque read Sarah's Sanctuary, her initials swirled in the bronze. It's not communal. It's mine. Gloria crouched by it, fingers tracing the edges dismissively. Rules are rules. Tom. We'll have to vote on removal, democratically. Of course. Democratically. Her code for my way or the highway fine. They left with notes scribbled. Promises of follow-up, but I caught Gloria glancing back at the pool's drain cover, eyes narrowing like she'd spotted buried treasure. That night, alone with the humming filter, I ran my hand over the blueprints Sarah had sketched. Her notes faded but firm. Under the drain, secure compartment, legacy lockbox. My pulse quickened. What legacy? I'd never asked, assuming it was just her over-engineering quirk. But Gloria's prying gaze suggested she suspected something juicy. Something to leverage. I locked the gate tighter, but sleep evaded me, mind churning with her absurd greater good gospel. How do you fight someone who weaponizes politeness? The fines rolled in like junk mail on steroids, first for obstructing access, then non-compliant fencing, each stamped with Gloria's flourish, demanding payment or further action. I stacked them on the kitchen counter. A paper tower of tyranny. While rumors escalated, group texts claiming I'd poisoned the pool with chemicals to keep kids out, or that Sarah had built it illegally with shady funds. Laughable, if not so infuriating. Neighbors averted eyes at the mailbox, one whispering, "Gloria's just looking out for us, don't make waves." Waves. In my own damn pool. I kept silent, observing. Like Sarah taught me, patience blueprints the best revenge. But Gloria amped it up, showing at my door with a concerned casserole one evening. "Tom. Honey," she drawled, handing over the dish that smelled suspiciously of overcooked ambition. "We're all worried about you. Isolating like this, it's not healthy. Open the pool for a community dip, and we'll waive those fines." I took the casserole, set it down hard. Worried? Or scheming? That pool's private. Gloria. Sarah's memory. Not your splash pad. Her smile faltered for a split second, then rebooted. Memories fade, but communities thrive on sharing. Think of the children, they deserve safe recreation. Children. Her trump card. As if Elmwood was a war zone without her patrols. Safe? Like when you find the Parkers for their kiddie pool being unsightly? She chuckled, that tinkling sound like breaking glass. Oh. Tom. That was different, theirs was inflatable. Tacky. Tacky. The irony burned. As she left, I caught her eyeing the pool again. muttering to herself about verifying boundaries. That night, motion lights flicked on, shadows darting near the fence. I grabbed a flashlight. Heart thudding. And found fresh scratches on the gate lock. Someone testing defenses. Gloria's doing. No doubt. I called my nephew, Alex. A sharp paralegal fresh out of school. Over beer. I laid out the fines. The rumors. She's manipulating plats, he said. Poring over county records. Your deed shows the pool fully on your lot. But HOA maps shave off a strip. Fraudulent redraw. I nodded. Pieces clicking. And she's after something under it, Sarah mentioned a lockbox. Alex whistled. Blackmail material? Or just greed? We dug deeper. Finding HOA funds funneled to Gloria's consulting side gig, landscaping for bored cronies. She's embezzling, Alex grinned darkly. Let's turn the tide. But Gloria struck first, another inspection, this time with a hired surveyor who accidentally drilled a test hole near the drain. Claiming soil contamination check. Water seeped out. And she beamed. See? Leaks confirm our concerns. I blocked the drill. Out. Now. Her face twisted. Confidence cracking. You'll regret this hostility. Tom. The board meets tomorrow, your fine's double. Hostility. From the guy defending his yard. I almost smirked at the absurdity. But rage simmered. As they packed up, Tim whispered. Sorry. Man, she's obsessed. Obsessed. That was her Achilles heel. Fear of losing her HOA crown driving her to clownish extremes. The board meeting was a circus in Gloria's living room. Folding chairs crammed like a bad wedding. Neighbors sipping weak punch while she held court from a podium she'd probably bought with dues. Order, she banged a tiny gavel. Voice booming like a discount judge. We addressed the Riley property violations. I sat in the back. Alex beside me with our folder of doom. She listed my crimes, locked gate. Unshared pool. Rumored hazards. Tom's refusal endangers us all, she preached. Eyes pious. For harmony. We proposed mandatory access, fines suspended if he complies. Murmurs rippled, some nods. Others uneasy shifts. Mrs. Jenkins piped up. But Gloria. Is the pool really shared? My deed says, Gloria cut her off sweetly. Deeds evolve. Dear. Trust the board. Evolve. Like her lies. I stood. Voice steady. Trust? Like how you've redrawn maps to steal my land. Gasps. Alex projected our evidence, original plats versus HOA fakes. Bank trails showing her siphoning funds for personal perks. This isn't harmony, it's theft. Gloria's face flushed beet red. Gavel trembling. Slander. These are forgeries. But Tim. Sweating. Cracked. No. Gloria, we all signed off. But you pushed it. Chaos erupted, neighbors demanding audits. Brenda fleeing in tears. Gloria sputtered. This is mutiny. I built this community. Built. On stolen ground. I leaned in. Whispering. You dug too deep, found Sarah's box instead. Her eyes widened in panic. Realizing I'd uncovered the vault, not scandal. But Sarah's time capsule of love letters. Family heirlooms. And a deed copy proving everything. You can't prove intent, she hissed. But the room turned. Votes flipping to dissolve her presidency. She stormed out. Gavel clattering. her order crumbling like wet cardboard. Satisfaction surged, watching her facade shatter. Neighbors finally seeing the petty tyrant behind the smile. But the real explosion waited in court. The courtroom hummed with tension. Fluorescent lights buzzing like trapped bees. As Gloria sat across from me, her lawyer a slick shark in pinstripes. "Your Honor," he droned. "Miss Hargrove acted in good faith for community welfare." "Mr. Riley's pool encroaches, and his aggression warrants restraint." "Aggression? From the guy whose yard she invaded." Alex rose, cool as ice. "Good faith? Let's examine the evidence." He unveiled the plats. Audits. Emails where Gloria bragged about reclaiming my land for a developer pal, her cousin's firm eyeing expansion. The judge's brow furrowed. "Miss Hargrove, explain these discrepancies." She stood, voice quivering but defiant. I prioritized progress. That pool sat unused, wasted space. Wasted. Sarah's dying wish. Murmurs grew as witnesses piled on, Tim confessing coerced signatures. The surveyor admitting paid bias. Even a neighbor revealing Gloria's smear texts. She called Tom a grieving grump hoarding gold, said we'd all benefit from access. Gold. Her delusion about the lockbox. Alex dropped the bomb. The gold is a memorial capsule, personal. Private. But Miss Hargrove's embezzlement? That's criminal. Gloria collapsed into her seat. Face ashen. Muttering. This is unfair. I was helping. Helping herself. The judge ruled swiftly, pool mine. Fines reversed. HOA audited. Gloria fined for fraud and trespass. As cuffs clicked on her for the pending charges, she shot me a glare of pure venom. You'll regret this. Tom, communities need leaders like me. Leaders. The courtroom chuckled darkly. Her absurdity laid bare. Outside, rain pattered, washing away the grime. As neighbors clapped my back, I clutched Sarah's box. Her letters inside a balm to old wounds. Elmwood breath freer. Bylaws rewritten sans tyranny. That night, pool refilled. I floated under stars. Ripples laughing softly. Peace wasn't in rules, it was in exposing the fools who twisted them. So, was Gloria the real villain? Or just a product of a system that lets petty power corrupt absolutely? Tell me in the comments, true or false. HOA rules do more harm than good?